Alright, welcome to another episode of of OpenSuspect development. So last time we left off, we worked on a system for teams and roles and their distribution and how they should look like. And Moxvolix is already working on a better look than what we have. Let's just take a look at our current progress maybe. So let me just I have not done anything since the last stream. So what we can see here is if I create a game and let me run another instance and a third one just for good measures here. And let's join. What? Okay, it seems like Godot's not being happy with me running the game 3 times. Hello Moxvolix, welcome to the chat. So, wow. Localhost. So, alright, we have the 3 characters, and let's do this here. If I start the game, then we will have this role screen, and you can see that here, depending on what my own role is, I can either see, like based on the different colors here, what the other players' roles are. You can see if I'm an infiltrator, I can only see that I'm an infiltrator and they are not, and things like that. So this is basically the basic concept, and this is just a placeholder, so this will look better in the future. So what we have now is we already have the system to distribute the roles, and we also have the system. Oh, I got a notification on Mastodon. That was this loud. All right. So where was I? So, and everything of that nature is in this resource, which is where is it? Not in the character, but rather in maps. So we have a resource file which contains all the backend for distributing the teams. So we have 3 teams. Well, we only have 2 with less than 10 player, or less than equal, I guess. That would be the better thing here, but it doesn't really matter. This is not kind of important for now. We are just trying to make things work. We will make those things, kind of refine them later. It doesn't really matter for the alpha to follow the exact game plan, but we just have to have everything to be able to work. And this is the function that will receive a dictionary of the real teams and roles and the name of the actual players, the current players, team and role, and will return a dictionary which tells us what you see. So if you are agent, you see everyone as agents, and if you are infiltrator, you see everyone as agent except for your compatriots. So that is kind of the gist of that. And if we will be having a better, a more nice role announcement screen, for that we will need another function, and that function will be just very simple. So because and if I could show you a mockup for that. That would be nice, wouldn't it? So let me just try to bring it to an empty workspace here. So this is kind of how the mockup looks like at the moment. So if you are kind of the thing is that based on your own role, what should you see on the right hand side? So if you are an infiltrator agent, you don't have to see everyone who is not an infiltrator. You don't have to see all the regular people or the other people. You only have to see, and whoever designed this is an absolute legend. Yes, I do agree. I do agree with that. It's a very good looking and nicely done mockup. So in the what we want to do is we want to tell this the future role announcement screen that if you are a CIA infiltrator, you only have to see the other CIA agents here. So you don't have to see like you have one and everyone else like because in this game mode, in this map, yeah, you don't have to know. And if you are, you know, maybe a what is it called? What did I name it? A counterintelligence, and the counterintelligence player will know everyone's actual role. They might have to see like all the CIA agents and the Yugoslav agents here too. So for that we will need a very, very simple function that will only take a few things, and for that I will also modify the what is this? The template file, because this resource is based on a template, so every map can have their own resource based on this template, and for that we will need to have a function this function tells the role announcement scene what teams and the roles should be displayed, and then once this information is returned, the role screen, which is not some I won't be working on that but the role screen can just you know, get the information from this function, and we will do that later, but just have the function here. So get teams roles to show, I guess, and we also need the same type of signature here. We'll need the same parameters, and what is this? This template will only just return this because this is just a template, and then we will overwrite this function, of course, in the real, in the maps, actual thing for the map. So in the what is it? The code for the actual map, and what we'll be doing is we'll do a match my team, I guess, and if we are CIA, then we should just return how should I format this data? Yeah, it shouldn't be a dictionary, it should be an array. It should be an array, and this will be just an array of dictionaries here. So for the cam lab, for the real map, for CIA will also only see the other CIA agents, so this should be team CIA and role infiltrator. How do I spell that? And once the Yugoslavs will be basically the same, so and based on once the role announcement script gets this result, we can just go through this list, and each element of this list will contain a team and role name, and that's basically what it's going to be. And if you are an agent, then also we have to check if you are just a regular agent, because in that case we will return this list with first of all, you see everyone as agent, so this will just show everyone as they would be an agent, hopefully. And if you are not an agent, then you can see, well, let's just copy this one, because in that case you will see both the CIA and the Yugoslav infiltrators. Yeah, does it look good? Yes, I think so. And then if it's anything else, then we need to assert false, and then okay, I always get confused how asserts work here and in Python. Does it work like this? Yes. And so just yeah, this should be an array. I changed it here, right? Yes. Alright, so this will be the function which we will... Maybe I can just test it on my current mockup. Or will it take too much work to do? So if Moxalex, you are still in the chat because you are currently working on the role announcement screen. Tell me if you want me to implement it in the current placeholder thing, and you will copy it, or you want to implement it by yourself. That's the question. And because the stream lags behind, me haven't done much at the moment, lol. So, well, depends on, you know, if you have any scripts already, then I have no idea. Alright, then let me just implement it, and even if you can probably just, I don't know, but will it be very different, right? So it will be quite different, but maybe not that different. Says this character role screen, is this what we're talking about here? Oh. So what we're talking about here is role assignment. Setting up the scene visual parts. Yeah, okay, so I guess just adding some code here will not hurt. So this is basically what we need. here. So this function should not just get the roles, but also roles to show. Maybe it loads different subscenes depending on what team role they are. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. So currently I have this just show team roles function here that basically just writes the team and role straight up on the screen, and just goes through all the characters and shows them on the screen there. So what we'll have to do is, I will just a very simple implementation here. So, and that will be that we'll have to see what the character role is. Oh, so but we actually go through what is roles. And roles dictionary, okay. So what I have here is get character, yeah, because this will contain the network ID of the character. But if I say roles character and then team, wow, I cannot type. Roles character team. Okay, so in this case, what I have here is just one unified theme, and then if you want to make like different sets, we can also, because what I think is that this kind of the role announcement should work on every kind of map with every different kind of roles and themes. So it should be very flexible. So that's why I'm just implementing this very bare bones, very simple thing, and then we can, you know, just figure out how to customize it later with the much better looking things. So what I need to do is yeah, the problem is that our roles to show, that will be a list, of course, but the list, not lists. The Godot doesn't have lists, it has arrays. I'm sorry, Python confuses me. Make it like a roles API kind of thing, so that custom role screens can use the info. Yeah, that's the thing I'm trying to go for here. So we have the roles character team, and we have the roles character and the role. And what we need to do is we need to find out if this combination is in the roles. No, is in the roles to show array. And wow, this is actually a dictionary. We need to look for a dictionary that says, oh wait. So let me just not make things more complicated than they have to be. And let me just print debug roles here, and we will get an error wherever this is called. No, we're not getting an error here. I am profusely disappointed in Godot that whenever this function is called, oh, we don't get an error because this is called by a signal, and if we get called by a signal, there is no checking for the number of arguments. Alright, then I just have to find out. It's a game scene. Alright, it's in the game scenes. Teams roles assigned. Signal. So we also need to get roles to show array, which is coming from the actual maps, teams, etc. and get roles to show. All right. Very long things we have here. And then the same thing has to be done for the server here. So these are, so even the server starts the game, we call the, what? Set teams roles. Oh. That should be there. New roles isn't declared, yeah, because here is just called visible roles. Yeah, because the server does the role assignment, and when the server assigns the roles, if the server is a player, then, well, I guess then there is no my team. So if it's a, okay, so what, here we get into the problem of what happens if it's a dedicated server. And I don't know. If it's a dedicated server, maybe we just shouldn't have a role announcement screen. That's yeah, if it's not a dedicated server, then I guess if it's a dedicated server, for the moment we can just leave this as an empty array and it will just show nothing, because who cares what a dedicated server shows actually. And here it is, if it's once the client receives the roles, then we'll go to the role assignment screen. So that's fine. First, if I just create a game, and let's take a look at the output here, which is for some reason very small fonts. But what it says, it's what? Here, where are we? Here? No, role assignment. Here we are, line 14. Yes, this is that, and this has a dictionary with role, infiltrator, and team. Okay, so can I actually just say if roles character, how do I find whatever's in roles to show? It's an array, so what kind of functions does an array have? What does count do? Count returns the number of times an element is in the array, so this should work. If count is 0, then is there a continue keyword in Godot? Seems like. Alright. And I will print not just the roles but also roles to show for good measures here. So let's figure out if I created something that actually works or not. So let's, I have 3 instances running, so things are slow. Okay, so now if I start the game, I don't see anyone. That's not good. Counterintelligence, and I don't see anyone. Okay, so I don't have a teammate, so that's fine. Once I'm an agent, I should see everyone. Okay, so something's definitely not working here. So maybe... Maybe things in Godot don't work the same as in Python, I guess. Because even though in my output I died... Sorry for the low resolution there, but what seems like that even the role okay, so maybe this is not the correct debug information I'm looking for. Got you in mini mode. I don't know what you mean by mini mode. Don't notice low res too much. Oh. Well, it's HD. It's high definition. Just not the native resolution of my screen. So what is just very small text. Will be hard to see, I guess. Oh, maybe it doesn't work because even though the content of the dictionary is the same, this is not exactly the same dictionary. It's just two different dictionaries that have the same content. So, oh, mini mode is picture in picture. Yeah, actually mini mode makes more sense than picture in picture. I don't understand why is that picture in picture. That just detaches the video from the website that the video was embedded in, so I don't know. This is not gonna work. Then I need to figure out something else. Is there a way to decompose? Is there any list comprehension in Godot? Or it's not a list, it's array. Not really. Data preferences, array versus dictionary, random number generator, a lot of things here. Is there zip, something like a zip? Oh no, this is just the zip, what is it called, zip compression. But I want, so decompose dictionary. Okay, let's just look at the dictionaries. No, actually that's not a good idea. Okay, maybe I need my own helper function for this. Do we have an autoload for helper functions? That's what we need to know. Well, not here. Not here. Alright, let me just write one here and then we'll decide later where to put it. And this will just take an input array and then we'll output two arrays. How do I output two arrays? Maybe I'll just output an array of arrays. Maybe I output a dictionary. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm really frustrated by both Godot and Python. I think some of the features, like the, what is it, the stricter typing of Godot would make Python much better. And I know there are external tools for Python for typing, and I will try them out one time. Maybe sometime in the future, but anyways. Python has very nice functions for data manipulation. So for all the elements in input, what we'll do is, so this input should be an array of dictionaries. So if and for each key, what we're going to do if key in output, then output key dot append we will return output in the end. Don't do that. And we will append dict key, and if not, then key equals array with, okay, I am accidentally in override mode. Okay, so output key equals No, we need to put it like this. So it will make an array of dictionaries into a dictionary of arrays. Right, so roles to show can just have maybe here. Well, I mean, this is getting much more complicated than it should be. I'm just possibly using the wrong data structure, because now that if I just have to do something like this, there's something wrong. I mean, Python just made me very complacent in thinking about my data structure, because it makes it very easy to transform one data structure to another. So, well, I mean, this is kind of a very neat way to just show, like, this is a list of team and role pairings of what you, so this is kind of for a human. This is very nice to just look at. Okay, so I have to see the CIA infiltrators, and I have to see the Yugoslav infiltrators, and here. So because the team and the role definitely... Alright, let me just implement this first, and then people can complain about it later in the PR review, I guess, and come up with maybe better ideas. What? Okay. And then what we need to do is count roles character. Yeah, this is very stupid. This whole dictionaries and lists is just... It would be much easier just to have data classes instead. Actually, but that will probably also not work here. And what will happen if I do this? So here, and I wish I could just make it larger, but what it said, that we from the list of role infiltrator, it worked basically. And Let's see if it really works. No, not create a game. Let's... Agents counterintelligence and sees the CIA infiltrator. Yeah. And if I am an agent, I can see all the agents. Nice. If I am a CIA infiltrator, I can see only myself as a CIA infiltrator. Very nice. If I am CIA... Yeah, so... magic, I guess. Alright, so this coincidentally, or due to my genius, I don't know which one, and let's not make assumptions here, so... But anyways, this seems to be working. But this looks very ugly. So... I mean, I can... shorten this. Wait, this actually happens now, so I can delete that to-do from there. So what does this function do? Converts a list of dictionaries into a dictionary of lists. This should be better documented what happens here, so get current this player's role and team, and then clear the character icons from previous game, and then preload the character icons in this line. And then here we convert list of rules to display, and then this one will just for each character. If this role is not for show, skip. And it creates a character instance and adds this scene tree. And this part, what does it do? Gets player name and character outfit and applies to the icon. Alright, I think this has been accomplished what I wanted, and sorry for burning out your eyes by my bright terminal. So let's see what have we modified. We modified game, Camlib the template. All right. And let me just scan through quickly what we added here. All right. A role announcement only shows a selection of team roles. All right. Dark mode is king. Well, I personally prefer the light mode, but there is no good color theme for light mode. It's just non-existent. Good color themes for light mode are kind of non-existent, which is blows my mind. It must mean that basically no one else uses light mode. All the light mode color themes are actually the same as the dark mode color themes, just with the background switched out, which means that most of them have colors that are very difficult to read on white background. Maybe there cannot be a good light mode. I don't know. I mean, just doesn't it just work if you just invert the colors? Let me push this to GitHub. Yeah, something's fishy if I do it. I cannot move the screen. Once I got the prompt for the, what is it, the secret code. Passphrase. Alright, so roles assignment should contain the newest commit. Yes, alright. So one thing has been accomplished. What else? What's the next thing we should accomplish? Okay, so first of all, none of the roles have anything special yet. So what we need to do is that our role assignment for the map should also just it should give. So let me just start again. So our role assignment on the map should not just give the roles to the players, because the roles themselves are only meaningful, of course, if we also have some abilities. So the infiltrator should have the ability to shoot or poison the other players. And so I don't know what exactly, I don't remember exactly, and I have not checked what our current gameplay is, but there was a discussion that you could have like a gun as a murder weapon for the infiltrator, so that kills the other player instantly. Oh, Moxley has to go for dinner. Wow, it seems like an early dinner. And see you later. And eat a lot, I guess. If you eat early dinner, then you can eat more, because you will have more time to what's it called? What's the word for that? grandparents lol, then you are legally obliged to eat a lot, I guess. Have a good day, have a good night. And so, we need to give our players some special abilities, so the gun or the poison injection. Digest, yes, that's the word, thank you. So, if you eat early, you can eat more, so because you can digest it during the time you get to bed, I guess. So that was a point I wanted to make. The other point I'm trying to make here, which is related to this code here, is that we need to give the special abilities to our players if they deserve it. I can close this window. And before I'm going to do that, I'm going to take a short break. So Moxflix already left and I am thirsty, so let me just go and come back in 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Alright. I am back and I think I made a mistake. Here. Not here, but on the role announcement screen, which it's called role assignment, but this should be just role announcement. Should be renamed to role announcement. Anyways. Because this does not assign the roles, it just announces. The assignment is here. But anyways, what I think is that here what we have to have, so we have to make sure it's not just that both, it shouldn't be both are 0. It's a more, how do I, because now it has to, so if, for example, if we have a team A with role B and team C with role D, it just checks that we have, or maybe we have teams A and B and both team A and B has roles C and D. So both A and B teams can have either C or D roles, right? And so if I want to show team A with role C and team B with role D, then we will have both in the list. So that's not gonna work. We don't just have to check whether these are in, whether these exist, but we also have to check where they are. And for that I need to open the help for array. We have, do we have find? What is it find? What does find does? What does I guess find will be what we are looking for, but what, there is also B search, but there is no search. There is find and B search. What's going up with that? So find searches the array for a value and returns its index or -1 if not found. Optionally, the initial search index can be passed. Okay, so this one is going to be a better solution. It's going to be find. It should be equals this. but also should be not -1. If these two are same, and if this is not -1, oh no, if this is the same, that's not good. If this is, okay, if this is not the same, that's also not good. Wow, this is not good. So my original solution, this did work for this case, but it's not gonna work in general. It's not doing what I wanted to do. And I cannot just add another 4 case here. Okay, I'm just going to need to add another comment here to do. This, what? This doesn't actually do what I thought it does, however, it still works for our specific case. Because we need a pair of these. We need to be sure that this pair exists. So what I have to do here is not just do this zip, not just do this conversion or anything like that. I just have to write a script that actually does what I need it to do, and that's going to be find dictionary in list in array. Is dict in array. That's going to be the name of the function, and it will return Boolean. Return false, and then what we're gonna do is if this whatever is dict in array, roles character is what we're looking for in roles to show. And it sounds like the wind outside is getting stronger, so I need to close my window. Before it gets too cold here. Alright, so I'm going to just, this dictionary roll show, yeah. So we need to find the dictionary in the array, so what we're going to do is we are going to just loop through the input array and then we will also loop through the keys in the dictionary and we will check two things. And that is whether well, I think element is dictionary, I don't know how that works. Anyways, so what I need to do is if this so we are going to have this check variable, and if element does dictionaries have, do dictionaries have, has, yes. If element has key, then if element key equals what key, if element is not equals, then what we're going to do is check equals false, and if element does not have key, then check equals false. And if we go through all of these and if check equals false, return true. No, if check equals true, then return true. So if all of the keys in what were in elements in this element, then and all of the elements of the key are the same, then this check is not changed from true to false, so we can return true. Then let's just see if no basic errors have been made here. But something's definitely not working because I haven't seen myself. Let me just print some debug information here. So I'm not mistaken about that. Yeah, so that's not a problem here. Now just input. Let's print element here. What's the yeah. Let's just check if this what is my debug result is here. So it says that the input, which is line 8, role infiltrate. So it has its list with this dictionary in it, and then what is this dictionary? And then we have the same dictionary as or not the same dictionary, but the dictionary with the same content as element. So that's kind of why does it become false? If element has key, and then element did not have key if we are here. And what else? Let's also print the element key and also what key. And let me I just don't understand why it's not working, so why doesn't it show up there? So we go and we see element had key team, CI, element had key role, infiltrator. Wait, it works. This is the part I screwed up. Hopefully. Because we return true and we want to check for false. Yeah, of course. Of course, the mistake was not where I was thinking to have made a mistake. But anyways, let's test with multiple players. So let's join the game on localhost. Nice. Okay. So now, if I'm a CIA agent, I can see only myself as the CIA agent, and that's nice here, and all the others I did not see on my role announcement screen. If I am an agent, I can see everyone as an agent, and everyone shows up on my announcement screen. And if I am a counterintelligence agent, which sooner or later, counterintelligence, then I can see the the other agent there. Okay, yeah, so if I'm CIA, I see myself as the CIA agent here. Very nice. And if I am counterintelligence agent, no, I'm still CIA. But sooner or later I will be counterintelligence. Come on. Yeah, I'm counterintelligence. I see the other character as counterintelligence. Alright, so there I fixed it. Now it actually does what it has to do. So let's changed code to actually no role display code debugged. And I can just push to origin. Okay, so now it's pushed to GitHub, fixed, and now we can move forward to the next thing we need to do. That is, I need to figure out how to actually make the players to be able to kill each other under certain circumstances. And for that, I'll have to modify the character resource, I think. So here we don't need appearance anymore. Close. Character, no, we don't need this. Character role screen, that's also not something we are going to need. This one we'll need. This one we'll need. Menu base, we don't need this one. Role assignment and template and transition handler, I think we don't need it anymore, and I can close this help too. Alright, and I can see there are still some people watching live, so welcome everyone who just joined after Moxalex left. Welcome to the stream, and if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the chat. I am checking the chat while I'm working on this. So I think what I need to do is the character resource should have the basically it should have it already has like a tasks dictionary, which is I don't know, team role and name color. So wait, if currently in a current implementation, maybe instead of implementing something new, I will have to debug something if I figure out that something's not working. So I become a CIA agent here, and my name is changed to Blue. And when I'm back to lobby, my name is still Blue. Alright, so this is something we need to fix. So before I'm going to implement anything new, that is just going to add a lot more complexity to this code base, which is frankly already quite complex. I will have to fix the things that need to be fixed. Because currently these characters, the character resources are, and also the character instances, the character scenes that are instanced on the map that are actually showing the characters on the map, those are never ever destroyed. And for that we actually have an autoload, this characters autoload here, in which we only Well, this one, alright, this one is not the one. It just keeps track of all the character resources and character nodes. And game is which one is handling this. So once we enter the game, the add character is called and it will create the new character for the character node, this character scene that will be put on the screen, and also the character resource will be created here, and then set the character name for that. And I am not sure, so currently this one just keeps these changes alive even through changing the map, so it just changes the position, but does not actually get rid of these instances. And so probably that's I kind of did not do that because seemed too complicated. I guess there is no other resource or reason to have done that, but it seemed too complicated, so I have not done it. And also was not really needed because I could just, in the spawn character function, I just move that. So spawn all characters, just does not have to add a new character. Even though that's what I should be doing here, I think. Because add character, when is add character called? So add character is not called from this. Add character is called from somewhere else. Add character and wow. Okay, we should add this parenthesis here. So game scene that character is called multiple places in the connection .gd. So this is kind of under transition GD. Damn. So this is just very complicated. So we define the function in the game.gd, but it's called from multiple different places. Connections in 3 places in connections, and then in 1 place in the transition handler. So let's open those files. So in connections, add character is called, and this makes sense. So it's called when the player joins the game and receives all the characters, then the add character is called. Next place is the same when the server receives the player data from the newly joined player, that will also require to add the new character onto the scene. And the same is true. No, this is the new player data. What is the receive player data? Oh, this is when the other clients. So there's three things here in connection GD, 3. Because what's going on in connections GD is we can add, first of all, when the server receives the data from the newly joined player, then the server has to create a character for it. And then it will tell the other clients to create that character. And then the newly joined player will have to create everyone else's characters. If that's clear or not, I don't know. But then we need game scene.add character 1 from transition handler. That's going to be when the server itself starts the game. That's my guess. Yeah, when the game is loaded, and then the server will add its own character. And these are all nice. So these, I don't think actually these need to be changed. What needs to be changed is that when we switch map, start game, or enter lobby, or what else do we have? Yeah, here's change map, which will either what happens when is the change map function called? I don't even know that. But we need to do something about this. Where is change map called from? From the HUD. Oh, because yeah, that's when we press the button to change the map. And this will RPC either the start game or the enter lobby. Okay, that makes sense. And so when the map is loaded, or when the scene, when either the game map or the lobby map is loaded, we got this load map functionality here. Remove previous map if applicable, load map and place it on the scene tree. Save spawn positions from the map. And I really think that at this point we should reset all the characters. And then when we spawn them, then we should start anew. Problem is that actually you cannot spawn the character. Well, you can. It seems like you can, because if you do add character will call the spawn character. Oh, that actually might just work. So here, instead of spawn all characters, instead of just spawn character, what we should do is we should just add new characters. So you should just go through the characters and just add new characters. And then they will be spawned at their correct location. So what we need to figure out is how to basically get rid of all the characters on the map. Which should be easy. For character node in characters dot character nodes. In the characters we have a create character. Do we have a destroy character? Yes, we have a destroy character. Thus we should use this. Character node dot destroy character. Or maybe we don't even need to do that. Maybe because the characters have the destroy character, but also the character resource should have a destroy character, doesn't it? But it does not have one, so oh, that's the characters that has the destroy character function. Get character node, create character. So it should just have an ID. Okay, destroy character. So here we actually could we just have a function that removes all characters there? Or should I just go through and yeah, probably that would be better idea. Destroy all characters. And here what we're going to do is character underscore character nodes character resources ID, and then character resource should have a and I think that something like this has almost been implemented by Cockmacurb actually in the handle disconnect branch, which has been remove character node. This is in characters, character node does erase ID. Remove character resource will erase from the list. That makes sense. I'm just taking a look at this. They are disconnected. So this error is actually the remove character functionality has been implemented in the game.gd here. Yeah, I think I should just use these things here. So these are not a lot of changes, but it's already been done by someone else and I don't want to duplicate effort here. So let me just change this back to this, and I can decide whether I want to have this destroy all characters the way it's here right now. Let me just save this and let me see how is this going here. So this one is OpenSuspect handle disconnect. So handle disconnect branch here has been last updated on January 20th. So not much have been changed. So I think I will I should approve this, but first of all, let's fetch upstream. I have changed a few things here. So let me just stash all these changes and then switch to handle disconnect. Don't save anything, don't save anything, please. Okay, so we are on the handle disconnect. And I will just test this. Oh, wow, it is a really old fork. So, which means it must be much faster. And if I close this, it's removed from here. Very nice. So this has not been, so this one is not, so if you've seen the stream, you can see that whenever I test it, I always just close the server first, because otherwise things get nasty. So here, even if I started the game, and if I just close this window, yeah, it seems to be working, so I will approve this. Why cannot I approve? Oh, because I made this pull request. Oh. And I have no problem merging it into the other branch, which was teams roles. So git merge, handle disconnect, and merge conflicts. Okay. I cannot solve this like this. I have to. Damn. Project Godot should not have been changed. How do I abort? Git merge abort. Okay, now let's merge again. Okay, so what failed is the conflict in game.gd. All right. We are going to quickly resolve this. Game.gd issue. Because I believe set character data show start button. So I think this short show start button So set character data and all these other things. These seem to be important. Character resource, and this is changes the appearance. Yep, it looks something that I have been added sometime recently, more recently than the whatever function we're using here. Well, I'm just going to show start button. Is the show start button used? I don't think it's used anymore. So if I go to Teams roles here in GitHub, and rather than that, I could just compare to this thing here. src/game/game.gd. No, isn't this just src/game/game.gd? No? Can't I just... Yeah, this is fine, but what is it relative to? What is this change relative to? Commit and then path. Alright, so I need to give the commit number first. Yeah, the show start button, that is something we can get rid of. Alright. And then characters.gd. Nothing removed from there. What about connections? Oh, there is a disconnect. Okay, that's implemented. That looks fine. And then we also have src game/character/character.gd. Looks fine to me. And then src/resource classes character resource. Minimal changes. And this should be working now, but let's test. If I just one more here, start game, that works. And if I close this one, and just the characters disappeared from that, and I want to also see if characters, yes, only one character is there, and if I open the characters, here it only has character node, this one, and character resource, that one. Alright, so this seems to have worked. So I merged in the changes by cockmacurb to this, and now I have the remove character function here. And oops. I should have committed this merge. Then. Yeah, I should have committed this merge. But that doesn't stop me to do it again. Handle disconnect, and that's done. And now I open Godot again. And what I need to do is game set character data stays, this one stays, show start button does not stay. Now if I start the game, okay, just another quick test here if I can join. Yeah, and I can start the game. What? Something was very strange here for a moment, so let me just start another instance here and let's join. Yeah, it seems to be working now. Okay, if I close this one though. Yeah, so disconnect has been handled. Alright, so yep, this is done. So now I can pop my stash. No changes added. Commit drop the okay, so yeah, I think we don't need to do all these things now because well, where is destroy? We don't need this one, but the destroy characters is not used because what is done instead is in here we have a remove character function. Character node will queue free and then characters remove character node, and also has a remove character resource here. So the destroy character, that's not going to be needed anymore. And so what we can do here is just characters dot get character keys. Yeah, that's what we need here. Or character ID in characters dot. We will basically destroy where is that? We had a remove character somewhere. Here, remove character, we'll call remove character, and that will get rid of everything on the map. Remove character, character ID. Then load the map, load the spawn positions, and then spawn all characters, and then spawn all characters. What should it do is that spawn all characters instead of spawn character. What it should be doing is it should be saying add character. And that should work for, I think. So this will actually not just move the characters from one position to another when the new map is loaded, but finally will actually remove the character and everything will be reset. The only question is there any other place when spawn all characters is called? And for that we will use some command line magic, grep rn, and we will looking for spawn all characters. And no, this is the only place where this is called, so I think this is a better place for this function. This function creates a new character and places it on the map. So the text here should be changed a bit. Syncing from server is done. So the characters, yeah, all right. Now the only thing that we have to do is check if this works. Okay, so actually this is good and this is not good. Division by 0. That is a problem, because character list currently is empty. And the team role assignment does not work for some reason. Because it happens before. So team's role assignment seems to be called before the character. So when we go here, spawn all characters, request character data. That's alright, but where is the team role assignment? Let's put a pin in there and let's see the breakpoint. So this one, start game, calls that, but it's called after load map. Transition handler just requires us to start the game, and then when the game is started, we go through load map and then team role assignment. A load map. So what is, because in this load map status is where we actually spawn all characters and do all this add character thing. I guess we have to just go through this in the debugger. Not here, because there is no problem loading the lobby. Problems start here. So when we load the map, we are going to be, just for all the, cue the removal of the old map. Let's go and remove character. So it will cue the freeing of the character node. And then we'll remove character node and the character resource from the characters. So once, if I go back here, remote and characters auto load. Now character nodes is an empty array, and also character resources is an empty array, well, empty dictionary rather. Alright, so let's move forward. We load the actual map. And that will initialize the resource on that map. And the map template, I guess. All these things are initialized. Right. And then we check the spawn position and add the spawn list. So we have 4 things there. So now we are on the spawn curve. So once we are here, we should create all the characters. So what happens here, very important. So we get the, oh, that's the problem. That's the problem, because that's not how it should be working. So of course this is not working, because we want to spawn the character. It's a character resource is given there. That's not how it should be done. Get all connected players, but there is a problem. If I want to get all the connected players, this won't work with dedicated server. Because then in the connections, we have this list connections, and that contains everyone, even the server if it's a dedicated server. So instead, what we should have here is list joined players, which is an array, and this should be empty. And whenever this list connections is changed, which seems to be a lot, then we have to append ourselves, and also here we will have to do this, and then let's see where else. For player in list joined players. Wait, doesn't make any sense. I should have just checked whether the because, yeah. Oh, okay, so when it's a dedicated server, oh, I see. I just totally, I can undo all of this. Because the list connections only contains lists playing connections, dedicated server is not here. Great. It's much better than I thought. Because then what I need to do is just for ID in network, no, connections dot list connections and add character ID. And now breakpoints can be failed, should be unreachable. If ID in character nodes. So the thing is, registering a character node that already exists. That's a problem. How did we get here? From add character, from transition handlers, game loaded. Transition handler.game load. It's the game is loaded. because we already did we already add the character over here? So let me just think about this. So when I create the game, we go to the load map, and now the map, actually the map node has been added as a child over there. We get all the spawn positions. There are 4 spawn positions on this map. We go into spawn all characters, and this will have an ID of 1, which is the server, and then we'll add the character. So of course, when the game is loaded, we don't need to do this anymore. So we don't need to add the server's character here because we already added that at the phase of the map being loaded. So if I just create a game now and ignore the breakpoint, then we are in the game. So that seems to have worked. If I start the game, let's ignore the breakpoint for now, and this breakpoint also. So now it works, and if I go back to the lobby, let's ignore the breakpoint now. Okay, so you can see that now we solved the problem of the name of the character staying blue. Now the name of the character has been changed back to white. Very nice. We can... Oops, I pressed an S here. Let's remove the breakpoints. Where were the other breakpoints? Well, anyways, let's start. Let me see if I start dedicated server. Let me remove this breakpoint. Okay, so if I start a dedicated server, run another instance here, join the dedicated server. Now, what the hell just happened here? Alright. For some reason I have 2 characters here. What happens if I start again? Now this guy has 2 characters. Yeah, I bet this has something to do with having a dedicated server. Because if I just start the game, create a new game, join with another instance, no, actually, something's not working here either. On the server side it looks good, but client side not good. So I'll have to think about this. What the hell is wrong here? So now client side is something's broken. Definitely broken. Something's definitely broken. So I'll need to run the client in the debugger. So let me just start a server here. and assertion failed should be unreachable. Alright, so assertions don't happen, or assertions don't fail if I don't run in the debugger. If I just run from here, the assertion will not fail. So what happened here is that, again, add character has been called. So when we receive the bulk player data, you go through lists of connections. Alright, so this fails at the moment when I actually start the game. Yeah, so this happens when I try to join. Because I guess when I actually enter the lobby, which is the load map, when the load map happens. So here, if I try to join, what's going to happen is that what? Remove the character? What happened here? Let me just, I just got very surprised. Let me do this again. So if I join, there is no map was there, so that's fine. Let's see the remotes here. Characters empty, map empty, but in character nodes empty. Character resources, that's also empty. Step over, step in, step in. Okay, so this will, character resources is empty, so it will. All right, okay, it did not get in there. I actually misunderstood what's happening here. So we load the actual map, add as a child, and then here we get all the spawn list things. So all the spawn points are gathered, and then spawn all characters, and all characters at this point is my own character. So I will add that character, and that's a problem, because now I add this character, which I know what happens there, so I can just get out of there, request the server for character data, etc. This actually this makes me think that the characters, spawning the characters, should not be done at this stage. So the load map function is called from here when we enter the lobby, or when we start the game. So the enter lobby, where is the enter lobby called from? It's called from transition handler. they enter the lobby, and then a change map, we also enter the lobby. So I understand what the problem is, but how to solve it, I have to think about it, and I have to pause the stream again for a few minutes. I'll be back soon. Alright, we should be back. So, stream's going on. So what I'm thinking about is that these two functions are very nice when we call them from the server, right? So when the server starts the game, server tells us that we need to return to the lobby. So these cases, everything works out quite fine. But in the case when we first load up the game as a client, then it's not working. Because so these things, okay, I closed that. These things should happen in a different function. This will happen in a different function, and we'll also need to have a different function for entering the lobby and then returning to the lobby. Because enter lobby where is this game started called? That's what I need to figure out first. Alright, so let's grab game started. It's called from game 89. Which is, I guess, here somewhere. On roll screen timeout. Oh, that's that. What is happening when... Oh, game loaded. It should be game scene loaded. Because... And here, instead of enter lobby, we should just do this. And then we save the game into a variable, set state to lobby, load the lobby map, and in these other things we'll have to do, not this, but the start game is that after load map we'll also have to add the characters to the map. And that will be the game scene dot add characters to map. And this will be also, this is also going to happen here, but not game scene loaded, because there we're just going to do this. Alright, let's test this by first running the server here. Oh, I guess it doesn't work if I'm the server for some reason. I think I know why, but let me just get rid of this. Yeah, so what happened here is that when the server enters the map, that's a very different case than when a player enters the map. So if connections dot is client server, then we also add the characters to the map. Let's run our server on. Well, I guess we can run the server here because that's what I want to test now. Great. Let's start the server here and then, oh, sorry, join the game here. We start the game. Why didn't that work? I don't know. If I back to lobby and start the game again, now it works. Assertion failed. Missing outfit data. That's weird. Apply config. Why will the apply config not have things working out there? Alright, let's run a server here. Let's join from this one. I start the game. So we have, oh, okay, so we have apply config, nothing and more nothing. Why? Character resource, get outfit. Because the character resource does not have an outfit yet in it. Character resource does not have outfit and colors assigned to them. Alright, that's a problem, I guess. Because the role assignment is, so it's called here. And maybe that is why this whole endeavor that I just embarked on is going to fail. Because if I just forgot that if I reset everything, if I want to reset everything, that also means the outfit data for the characters, because everything is stored in the character data, or in the character resource rather. So if I destroy the character resource, then I also destroy the outfit data for the characters, and that will not be good. So I guess the conclusion of today's session is, at least not everything, but this part, is that well, it's just not working. It's not gonna work this way. So what I'm trying to do here, that's not good. That's not gonna work. That's not going to work because I cannot remove the character resources. What I'll have to do instead is very simple. Let's see all the changes we made here. Okay, this changes characters GD and connections GD, that's alright. Transition handler .gd. Well, these are not good. Game.gd, all the changes we made to game.gd are not going to work. So, what we have to do instead here is admit that this was absolute failure trying to do this. So, git restore src autoloads transition handler and git restore src game.gd. These two files have to be restored to the original state because all the changes we made to them were based on a not good idea. So instead, what we should be doing instead of that is just add to the character resource. We actually, so these things, theme, role, and name color, these things should be reset. But not the outfit and colors. So instead of all those, what we will have to do is we need a new function which will be the reset character, which will or maybe even not even that. Theme, role, get theme and set theme and get role. So everything is so granular here. And then color, I'll set name color. maybe I could just when we where do we yeah, here we just all characters, character ID, set name color, text color, set theme. Where is this called from? Deferred role assignment. And receive teams roles. So receive team roles and receive teams roles. Oh, that's where is it called from? Where this one is called from? Oh, it's RPC'd from here. Alright, so that one, this deferred teams roles assignment will call the teams roles on character, and this will also be called from whatever it's RPCing, receive team roles. Alright, and whenever this is called from here, so this is called from team role assignment, which is called from somewhere else, I guess. Transition handler, maybe. Team role assignment, where is it called from? It's in start game, it's called from start game. But when we enter lobby, we also should do something similar. Because besides from showing the actual teams role, besides actually showing the role screen, we should do this for, or do something like this for the this should be done when we go back to the lobby too, because then we without actually showing this. Lobby is bool and equals to equals to false if not specified. Team role assignment, because if it's lobby, then we just not doing that. If not lobby, and then we'll emit the signal and start this. Receive team roles. this should also have a lobby variable here, and when we RPC, well, maybe it's isLobby. That should be isLobby. Much better for variable name. So if I do this, set theme roles, one character, and then also I need, when do this same here, maybe I shouldn't just give this a default value, because I want to figure out when something's broken. Receive teams roles, and then team role assignment. Because what we need is we need to set teams and roles on characters, which means setting their name and the team and role and the color for the text color, the name text color. These are things that should be happening there. Okay, will this work now? Let me see if this will work. Invalid call to function, team role assignment, expected one argument. Nice. Is lobby? False. It's not a lobby, so it's going to be false. Alright. So breakpoint we can remove now. You can see the color of the name is blue. That's what we want to get change here, because when we are back to the lobby, we don't want these to be, kept. The roles from the previous game should be removed, and in accordance to that, we need everyone's name to be white again, which is not what happens now, sorry. So if I start the game, works. Interesting. Does not work on the clients though. So you can see this is what I want to change here. Okay, why doesn't it work on the clients? If I start the game, now it works. Interesting. All right. And now what I can do is I go back to transition handler, and then when we enter lobby, then we can just say true. And if I do this, okay, we got the role announcement, and then enter the map, and we go back to the lobby. The name is white and we don't have role announcement. All right. Let's run a few other instances. What? Local host. This and also join. And now if I start the game, yeah, something's fishy. Oh no, it's working now. It's not fishy at all. Back to lobby. And if I go back to lobby again, white, every character name is white now. So I guess problem solved. What I wanted to solve have been solved, but this is not actually what I wanted to do today, but I've already been streaming for quite a long time. So I'll just take whatever I managed to do here. What have we changed in this? Just a few comments, and then made it possible to assign roles. And this is why this works is actually, let me show you this really quick. This works because in case of our lobby map, which you can find in maps lobby here, in our lobby map on the right hand side you can see this Teams Roles resource. We have the Teams Roles template loaded up here, and the Teams Roles template, basically it's a very simple Teams Roles system which just gives everyone, makes everyone the team agent and role agent, and makes everyone's color white. Everyone name will have the color white, while in the other map, which is camlab.tscn, we have the camlab teams roles resource loaded, and the camlab teams roles resource has much more complex thing. It has multiple teams, multiple roles, multiple different colors for the different roles, and this is how it's implemented. And this is how this stream ends, by commit git add and git commit -m and return to lobby, resets teams roles, name colors. Need the comma here. Let me sign this commit. And git push origin teams roles. So, thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Hopefully I will have another stream tomorrow, which will be a gaming stream. Join and let's discuss some interesting topics in the chat over there, and I will see you there. Bye bye.